Hi, I'm David Sneeder, the Managing Director here at the Beaver Dam Area Community Theater, and today we have with us Ronnie Harper, who was the coordinator for the musical chairs auction fundraiser. So this was her idea, and she did all the work with coordinating 13 different area artists, and they did 15 different chairs. This is going to be our first example, and I just want to say thank you to Ronnie for putting in so much work and helping out BDACT during this time.
It's been a fun project. Each of the artists chose a chair from the scene that we had lined up in the scene shop and took it home. So every artist used their own time, their own space, and their own art materials. So it's quite a donation, and of course their own talents. So the first one I want to show you is from the most recent musical. We hit on the name musical chairs because they're popular and it was cute, right? So I'm the chair. And this first one depicts a scene from Annie, which was the most recent musical that Beaver Dam Area Community Theater did a year and a half ago, because this last summer we had to cancel due to COVID. I just absolutely love the art. Let me say that this one still needs a coat of varnish on it, the artist said, because it was like curing. So after the auction's over, we'll want to give that a spray coat before you pick it up. So this is kind of a dainty chair. It's not child size, but it'll fit in any corner of your house or display it right front and center. Every one of the chairs in our auction is a functional chair. You could sit on it, and also a wonderful piece of art or memorabilia. So I want to thank Jennifer Buxton. This one, if you can't tell, depicts South Pacific, which was the very first musical that Beaver Dam Area Community Theater did. It's a popular musical that features dreams of the South Sea. It's painted on a wicker chair, so the painting is almost best viewed, like you don't want to zoom in real close there, David. But it just depicts the shower. That's the the tank of water where a person would be under there washing that man right out of her hair, and little hut and the box of supplies. Over here is Valley High off in the distance there. This is the wonderful song Valley High. The chair doesn't come with a cushion, but I did paint it so that, I'm the artist, Ronnie Harper, and I painted it in such a way that most of the scenery is above where you would put a cushion. So, the wonderful thing about an auction is we set a bottom line to enter the bidding, but there is no top line, so you can just keep on bidding if you're interested in this chair.
The theme of the next chair is from the musical Beauty and the Beast and was created by artist Becky Kickert. Now, as you can see, there are many great vibrant colors of this child-sized chair and will be perfect for any child's room, grandchild's room, a classroom, library, any sort of instance like that. A lot of the main painting is on the seat. It's got the words "Tale as Old as Time" from the song. The two main characters, we've got Beast and Belle, and of course the magical rose in between. All around the chair is covered with words such as Belle's favorite book titles, some song titles from the show, characters, and some wonderful greenery along the edges as well. So again, a great colorful chair, perfect for any child. And again, thank you to Becky Kickert.
This masterpiece depicts Into the Woods, which Community Theater did in 2017. And this was produced by Laurel Connolly and family. This great bentwood rocker, which is very sturdy and functions as a lovely rocking chair. They actually, after they acquired it, they actually took it apart, sanded it, painted it, and reassembled it. The chair is every inch of the wooden things on every surface, underneath, around, all these, I don't know how many linear inches of this there are, but it has like song titles, she said that they listened to the soundtrack over and over while they were doing the chair. And so if you're familiar with the show, or the movie really, it has like lyrics in it. Like here it says, "Careful things you say, children will listen." Children will do, children will see and learn. Someone is on your side, and I know things now. Another really cool thing about this chair, if you want actual memorabilia, is that the cushion that Laura made for the seat is made from canvas, an unused piece of canvas, but the canvas that was painted for the floor of our production. So it's painted to look like the forest floor. So it's a very sturdy yet cushy thing. And then this pillow, this neck rest pillow, which comes off. It's on here with leather thongs, which, by the way, were from the men's costumes. This is made from leftover fabric from the witch's costume. So it's this gorgeous scrunched satin. There's probably a fancy word for that. And you could use that up there or down here as a lumbar rest. Laurel was the costume designer and creator for the Beaver Dam Community Theater production of Into the Woods. So she's always got her mind going on fiber arts. It's really a treasure. So if you or anybody, worked on this production or ever worked on a production of Into the Woods, this is the piece for you. Hey, now we're going to move into some chairs with a little more adult theme maybe. This wonderful piece of pop art was produced by Devin Canoyer, another local artist, who is also part of the team painting the mural here in the lobby. This isn't a stage musical. This is based on Yellow Submarine, the Beatles movie. All you need is love, and on the back, I'm going to spin it here, it says, "Love is all you need." This chair is even painted. Let me see if I can turn this here. Yep, this chair is even painted on the underside. Whoops, try that. There, you got that, David?
Yep.
Because it depicts a submarine, right? Yellow Submarine, you got to see from underneath. I'm sure that a lot of you know some of the great songs from that. And it says on the back, "Love is all you need. All you need is love." There's the Yellow Submarine. So there's still room to bid on this one. Thanks, Devin. This next chair is definitely moving us into the edgy adult theme shows. This is a wonderful piece of creativity by Laura McCauley and her daughter Rhiannon. Apparently it was Rhiannon's idea, and they worked together on it. They recovered the seat in this gold lame, so it's, the chair can be sat on. The whole chair is 3D from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So this chair is wearing some pearls, and it's got the classic lip motif, some painting all around of the famous song, "Let's Do the Time Warp Again." And down here we have fishnet stockings with garters on them. So this chair is a great masterpiece, even with the lacing from the bustier. So bid early, bid often. This chair depicts Little Shop of Horrors, the musical about the cute little plant that comes to life and eats people. So it's green. There's a song, "Somewhere That's Green," is remembered on the side. The back has, of course, the famous Audrey. It refers to Mushnik's flower shop and some of the other tamer flowers that they sell. And then there's a city skyline along the front, or the side edges, both side edges, and it's painted a mottled green. So this chair has a satiny seat cover on it, and of course the title, "Little Shop of Horrors." Thanks Lindsay Mangan for producing this chair. Lindsay's a high school student, so great contribution here.
So what do you get that Packer fan in your life who already has everything Packer related? How about a stool from BDACT's musical chair auction? Now, what do the Packers have to do with musical chairs? Well, in 2017, BDACT produced the play Lombardi. So artist Laura Congdon used that as an opportunity and connection to create this masterpiece of art. Now on the top here, this is a hardwood stool, and it depicts the great state of Wisconsin with the Green Bay Packer logo, and it's showing Vince Lombardi being carried off by his team after the 1961 NFL championship win. And of course it has his most famous saying, "Winning isn't everything, it's the only thing." So if you own a bar in town, a restaurant, or maybe you just have a basement bar, wow, is this going to be a talking piece and center of attention. So be sure to check it out at the auction and bid.
Now we're going to show you two pieces that are not the usual dining room chair size chairs, but both great things to sit on and depicting musicals. This one, as you can see from Maria here in the Mountain Meadow, depicts The Sound of Music, which Beaver Dam Area Community Theater performed in 1965 and 2001, thank you. So the top of this is upholstered with fabric that was designed to look just like the fabric in the movie where Maria takes apart the old curtains and turns them into play clothes for the children. And this piece is actually a storage bench. So we used to keep mittens in it.
Does it come with mittens?
It doesn't come with mittens, not even brown homemade sweater mittens, but you could put some mittens in there and then like sit on it next to the front door while you put your boots on. Anyway, great little piece. This one is done in chalk paint primarily. Then I want to show you this piece, which is a child's chair, a classic child's chair from a classroom. It's metal with a bent wood top. Laura Congdon painted this one. She also did the Green Bay Packer chair, or bar stool. This depicts Seussical the Musical, which Beaver Dam Area Community Theater's Telltale group performed. And it came from a rummage sale, the chair did, so it was already painted red, and Laura just knew that it had to have these, you see those vibrant colors on there? It's just got a little cute cloud on the back frame, but otherwise a great chair for your reading nook, your classroom, your grandkids, whatever. So thank you to Laura Congdon for that art, and this was me, Ronnie Harper, on this art. Our next two chairs have a theme that might be familiar as movies as well as stage shows. This chair was painted by Kristen and Olivia Fontaine. I got to show you the art there, which is a very special thing. The Little Mermaid. Again, it's a sturdy chair. It's a vintage chair and painted on the top. This one also is painted in a chalk paint with a spray preservative. Beaver Dam Area Community Theater had the stage production of Little Mermaid on deck for the summer of 2020. As we all know, no on-stage shows in 2020. So it's on deck again for the summer of 2021. Or maybe your area friends have produced it and would love this piece of memorabilia. That was by Kristen and Olivia Fontaine, who live in Evansville, Wisconsin. So we're really expanding the term area when we show you our chairs. Another one that is familiar from movie fame, The Lion King. This chair is another antique, gorgeous vintage chair. This was done by Chris Schumacher, an area art teacher, and also owns and manages the Art on the Town, downtown Beaver Dam art shop where you can go to learn to paint things. So she was kind enough to donate her time and talents for this. Can't you just see yourself on the savannas in Africa with this warm theme here? So we're very glad that Chris joined our team to paint up a chair. I'm tipping this chair up because it's got such a shiny finish that it was glaring off the light, and I want you to see the great art. Olaf says hi. This chair was painted by Donna Roachwhite, another volunteer to do some excellent art for us. The chair is a real simple theme of this gorgeous blue with ombre, light blue to dark blue in the legs. It depicts Olaf from the musical Frozen. Beaver Dam Area Community Theater's Telltale group did this show in 2019 as a summer show. So your kids might remember that one, or certainly they've been fond of the movie or the cartoons, I think, even. And it's painted around the back as well with that same snowflake theme. So if you're feeling frozen these days when we're in the single digits, this is the chair for you. But even in the summer, maybe you'll feel cool. Again, it's a vintage chair that has been sturdied up and is definitely functional as a chair and a piece of art. This next BDACT chair was created by, the art on it was created by Annette Camps, one of the founders of Beaver Dam Area Community Theater. She chose to depict Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat, which is a play that she directed in Beaver Dam a while ago. She also sewed this fabulous quilt to give a cozy backing on it. So it depicts Joseph's coat, and let me turn this around here and show you. The flip side of the quilt, which she made specially for this chair, says, "Any dream will do," because she says that community theater is all about dreaming. And it's hand-tied with gold threads, so it has that elegance. The whole thing is a golden shimmer. So this is a great chair produced by Annette Camps. Last but not least is a chair depicting a funny thing happened on the way to the forum. That's quite a mouthful. And this chair is a fabulous piece of art produced by Mary Colstead Miller. Before I tell you about the chair, I want to give a shout out to Mary's husband, Phil Miller, who is the one that did some sanding and gluing and firming up of the chairs, built a new sturdy top for that Green Bay Packer bar stool. So thanks to Phil. And then Chuck and Jeannie Stungel, before the decorative artists got a hold of all the chairs, they lined them up and gave them all a coat of primer. So they've all been primed, which should make the artistic painting stick really well. This chair, this masterpiece, depicts a show that we did here in Beaver Dam Area Community Theater twice. Most recently in 2019. Yes, it was a spring show, not a summer musical. But this has a plush, like velveteen seat cover, the Roman key decor on a braid on there, the wording for the songs, the most famous opening number, something familiar, something peculiar. We're going to zoom in on that a little bit. So I'll save you, well, you know what, use the something familiar, something peculiar, something for everyone, a comedy tonight. So who could forget that great song?
Well, the value of the chair just went up.
Yes. Now, we don't know for sure if these gold coins are real, but, you know, bid high and you could find out.
They look kind of real to me.
Yeah. So that's supposed to remind you of the courtesans dancing. And then up here, if you can catch that without glare, there's a frieze like you would see on the top of a building in Rome. And it depicts in tiny little gorgeous detail stuff from the show, Domina's statue, the courtesans, and if you saw our most recent production, the rubber chickens. So this would be quite a souvenir of memorabilia and a great piece of art besides. So this is our final chair to show you, but it's one of 15 chairs, stool, benches from our art auction. You can bid. You can see the connection online, 32auctions.com/BDACT. The auction ends
after our board meeting on Saturday, February 6th at 11 p.m. in the evening.
Thank you. Yes. So you got to get your bids in by then. You can pay for your choice online with your credit card or make arrangements to come in and pay cash if you want. So thank you very much for having a view, and you can, if you want to look at them in person, you can come to the theater here at
our entryway window. Our address here is 117 West Maple Avenue.
Great, so you can see the front sides of them anyway. Thanks for watching.
And thank you again to Ronnie Harper for coordinating this auction and coming up with the idea and doing all the work behind it. So thank you.